there. That was an accident. But if you did miss it, FFAI was able to bounce. So we've got a nice little bounce here. This is the one that we were able to kind of grab down here on a dip. We did sell some into that spike, and we're going to see if this can hold for a potential gap up. It does look like we do have some resistance at 55, 56, but we are only 10 minutes away from the close. And the longer we hold this spot, the better it looks for a possible squeeze. After hours, hopefully we can get that curl and then squeeze towards the end, but we'll see what we got. You also have a really good watcher after hours if it holds 50 to 45. If we get a dip after hours and it still holds that spot, I think that's a good spot to add. But like I said, we've got most of our buys down here earlier today, and then into this dip when we were just live together, we caught this as well. So nice work so far. Let's see if there can become more out of this. But at the end of the day, markets are coming down, so you do want to stick to the cut. You got to be aware of that. Good work finding a winner as the markets are coming down. I always like to say snipers up, Mavericks. I mean, a market down, snipers up. But let's see if we get the hold. We've just had like 5 straight minutes of red candles as of right now. We double topped at the highs, but let's see if we can hold and come back there. Looks like FFAI might be the only thing holding up with all the markets coming down. CAR is creating a nice little fall down for those people that are trying to short it, but watch, it's probably going to squeeze all those people that are trying to short it to close out the day. Who knows? Maybe today is the last day. You never know. Nice FFAI. We're back up. Let's see if we can get that spike. 10 minutes left. Let's see if we can get the fourth quarter push is what I like to call it. So for those of you guys that are with me and that are trading this one live and that'll be possibly taking it after hours, keep an eye on it. If you want to sell your 10, 15% right now, you can. But I think I'm going to take some of it here for the chance of a possible gap up. Yesterday, we were able to catch Beyond from the overnight watch list, and it gapped up from, look at that, 90 cents to 155. Not saying FFAI could do that, but just saying there's potential out there in the market. Even though we are pushing down right now, I like what we're seeing here. But this, I think, is going to be the only one. We're going to stay away from everything else. So we're just going to go with one into the close. Usually I've been averaging 2 trades a day. It's been pretty good lately. Everybody said, careful, fam. I got you, dog. Much love, man. I appreciate that. Nah, yeah, we definitely do. We have to just make sure we stick to the cut. As long as this thing doesn't come back down to 50, and if it does, as long as it doesn't crack 45, we'll see if we can roll with this. 8 minutes left here into the day. It's been a while since this stock has held like this, and last time it did, it actually gapped up really big. You can see on this day right here from 31. It wasn't huge, but it did gap up. This is definitely a bigger day. And you got some news to help it out too. Beyond's all the way back to $1. So that meme stock completely slowed down yesterday.
Call firm 17867.
Be quiet. For those of you guys that are going to be with us tomorrow morning, we do have Beyond as a watcher to possibly turn around, but now it's coming really low, so we need it to hold $1. We'll have a couple other things on there. The psychedelic stocks are definitely watchers for big curls. A couple of them that I can show you as FFAI tries to curl, let's go, would be ATAI. That's holding really nicely. Usually I like to set up lines from the day before. And if we look at ATAI, we're holding really tightly. Psychedelic stock got a pop because Trump signed some sort of deal to fast track the study on them for PTSD. So we had ATAI, CMPS is another one I think is a good watcher. If you just look at the long-term chart, you can see what I mean. Just hanging around breakout levels, and they haven't came down too much. ENVB being another one. So we got a decent list. And if you are live, if you're interested in this, we do this, like I said, every day in the Stock Mavericks room on the Simpler Trading website. All right, FFAI, you're going to dip into the close. Darn it. Not what we love. The dip into the close, but we'll see if we can add some here. Possibly again onto this dip. Seems like it keeps holding. Let's see. All right, we're just going to keep what we have here. We'll just stick with this. We'll just see if we can get the gap. Like you said, if we do kind of push under, that's when we'll possibly add some as long as we continue to hold. It seems like we're getting a little toppy at 56. If you aren't aware of how to set up alerts after hours, it's actually really, really cool. You can actually, shout out Himini once again. You right click the screen, you press add a drawing, you go to price level, you add the price level you want, and then you would just right click that, create alert with drawing, crosses above, and then bam. And you can easily do the same thing on the downside. Add drawing right below 51 or above 51, and then create alert with drawing crosses below. So at this point, we just stick to the cut and we just hopefully let it go. If you are busy after hours, we got some playoff games. Orlando doesn't play till tomorrow, but we got other playoff games. We also have hockey. We got some great hockey stuff going on. So I'll be watching both of those. So as you're occupied throughout after hours, or if you go to the gym, whatever you got to do, just make sure you're watching this. And if you can't completely watch it, I would set those alerts up that I just set up. I'll put another one up here on the upside too. And if it does get ticked, that's when you want to definitely be looking at your phone. But other than that, you can probably just let these things try to ride and just stick to the cut. All right. Does anybody have any questions now that we've kind of got back live? What up, MV time? Nice to see you. Hopefully, if you're taking this, we can catch a gap up together. We got 2 minutes left. 2-minute warning is what I like to say. All right, let's see what else is going on here in the last minute. QNTM held its support, but no real move. You have Poet, that definitely still held that 940 breakout. So if you use 940 as cut, Poet's still hanging around. Spirit Airlines hung around too. If you really like that one, I don't know. And then we also have Kohl's, KSS still holding. TMRC, nah, nothing really else. The markets took that ugly dip, and so did Car, but Car's not dead. So Car will definitely watch tomorrow for sure. And then what else do we got? Hertz didn't. Hertz actually came down today. So Hertz is exhausted, but Car keeps going. Interesting. Hertz usually was following Car hand in hand. All right, we'll keep an eye on both of those. So this is where we're going to close out. We'll see what happens after hours. I will definitely be watching it until 8. We have our alert set up. So at this point, just stick to your cut. And hopefully we can get some sort of movement on the upside. It had $260 million in volume. So that's a lot of volume that it had to start the day. So keep an eye. It's already back to 55. Let's keep, oh, there's a little spike. Let's keep taking it one day and one trade at a time. There's a little spike more. Oh, there we go. And we're back to 57, just like that. And I will see all you guys back here tomorrow. If you do want to take that profit, there it is. Take it. That's a really nice bag there. Like I did with some of mine, but at the same time, we're going to see if we can push more. All right, team. Much love. For those of you guys that are, Himini made $2,000 today. Shout out to Himini. I always got to give my shout outs. And if you are one of those people that are with us every day, come join us tomorrow bright and early. And if you aren't, come check us out in the Simpler Trading Room under Stock Map.